Good morning, students. Welcome back. Let us start with next part of the chapter, Chemical Kinetics. Today we will talk about order of reaction. We have read about the rate law expression, which is rate proportional to a raised to power x and b raised to power y. Here x and y indicate how sensitive the rate is to the change in concentration of A and B. Now, sum of these exponents, that is x plus y, gives the overall order of a reaction, where x is the order with respect to reactant A and y is the order with respect to reactant B. Order of reaction can be 0, 1, 2, 3 and even a fraction. Zero order reaction means the rate of reaction is independent of the concentration of reactants. However, it may depend upon some other factors like presence of catalyst, presence of light, etc. Units of rate constant. Let us consider a general reaction. A moles of A plus B moles of B changes to C moles of C and D moles of D. Rate can be written as K into A raised to power X, B raised to power Y. You can see X and Y are different from A and B. Here X plus Y will be order of reaction. You can calculate K from here. K is equal to rate upon A raised to power X, B raised to power Y. Means depending upon the values of X and Y, you will have to calculate the units of rate constant K. You know the unit of rate is moles per liter per second and the units of concentration are moles per liter. So, putting these values, you can calculate the units. For example, for a zero order reaction, N will be equal to 0. So, it will be K will be equal to rate is moles per liter per second and upon concentration is moles per liter raised to power 0. So, it will come to be moles per liter per second. So, the units of K for a zero order reaction will be moles per liter per second. For a first order reaction, you can calculate the units as it is moles per liter per second divided by moles per liter raised to power 1. So, it will come to be second inverse. Similarly, you can calculate the units of K for any order of reaction, maybe 2, maybe 1.5, maybe 0.5, etc. We have one more term, that is molecularity of a reaction. Molecularity helps us in understanding the mechanism of a reaction. Now there are some reactions which take place in one step. Those are called elementary reactions. A sequence of elementary reactions called mechanisms gives us the products, and those reactions for which we are able to write number of reactions are called complex reactions. The number of reacting species, atoms, ions or molecules taking part in an elementary reaction which collide simultaneously in order to bring about a chemical reaction is called its molecularity. Means molecularity is the number of reacting species which collide simultaneously to bring about a chemical reaction. Reactions can be unimolecular. You can see this reaction. Here only one molecule of reactant is there. So this is unimolecular. Bimolecular, if two reacting molecules are there. Trimolecules, when three reacting molecules are there, or even tetramolecular. But do remember that probability that more than three molecules can collide and react simultaneously is very small. If you see a complex reactions involving more than three molecules in stoichiometric equations, it means that reaction cannot take place in one step. It must have taken place in more than one steps. Let us see this reaction. Here 1 mole of KClO3 is reacting with 6 moles of FeSO4 and 3 moles of H2SO4 to give us products. It seems to be 10th order, but actually it is a second order reaction. It means this reaction takes place in several steps, and the overall rate of a reaction is controlled by the slowest step of the reaction. So, slowest step of the reaction is called rate determining step. Now understand this point by let us take the example of a cycle factory. In a cycle factory, one cycle is not manufactured by one machine. There are number of machines, number of units which may measure. One is manufacturing, say, frame of the cycle. One is manufacturing tires of the cycle. Third is manufacturing rim of the cycle, and so on. Every unit, every machine has its own speed. But how many cycles will you get in a single day? It depends upon the machine which works at a slowest speed. So that's why we say slowest step is a rate determining step. Here is one more example. H2O2 in the presence of iodide and alkaline medium decomposes to form H2O and oxygen. Rate can be written as minus d by dt of H2O2 will be equal to K H2O2 into I negative. It means this reaction is first order with respect to both H2O2 and I negative. However, in the reaction, you can see 2 moles of H2O2 appear. It means this reaction takes place in two steps. Let us write the slow and the rate determining step first. Here it is H2O2 plus I negative. This slow and rate determining step you can write by taking the help of this rate law. From the rate law, it is clear 1 mole of H2O2 and 1 mole of I negative react to form H2O or IO negative. If you compare the products of this reaction with actual products, you will see IO negative is not present. It means IO negative is an intermediate, and in the first step, IO negative will further react with one more molecule of H2O2 as is shown in the overall reaction to form H2O I negative plus O2. If you will add these two steps, you will get the overall reaction as same. If we consider the molecularity, yes, molecularity of step 1 as well as step 2 is 2. So both of them are bimolecular elementary reactions. So this reaction is a complex reaction, whereas both the steps are elementary reactions. So order is applicable to elementary as well as complex reactions, whereas molecularity is applicable only for elementary reactions. So the reaction which we had just considered, you cannot say that molecularity of that reaction is 10. No, 10 molecules cannot collide simultaneously to give you the product. For complex reaction, molecularity has no meaning. For complex reaction, order is given by slow step and molecularity of the slow step is same as the overall order of reaction. Let us see the difference between order of reaction and molecularity. So what is order? Order is the sum of the powers of the reactants in rate law, whereas molecularity is sum of the number of moles that appear as stoichiometry coefficients in an elementary reaction. Order of reaction can be zero. Order of reaction can be fractional. But molecularity cannot be zero and it has integral values only. Order of reaction is experimentally. You cannot tell the order of reaction by simply having a look on that, whereas molecularity is a theoretical concept. The slow step can be judged by the order of reaction, thus giving further information about the mechanism, whereas molecularity provides no information about the mechanism of a reaction. So this is all for today. Thank you.